All needed. That's all needed. That was great, Karen. That was great.
I hope
Awesome.
we help somebody.
All right.
Awesome.
As we dive into DMX, I want to say, rest in peace to DMX. He's definitely in my top 10. And I'm gonna say the first time I think I heard DMX was with Cameron on a song called "Pull It." That was like a sneaky version that a lot of people probably didn't still even hear to this day. But DMX is definitely in my top 10. And I just think that I don't know if he's gonna be remembered as he should. And I think that people should hold him to the same light as as Biggie and Tupac. I think he deserves his own movie and all those things. And I don't know if he's gonna get that. But he's definitely one of my favorites. The way that slipping comes on is definitely, a mantra that I live by every day. And he had a rough one, but he still left his mark. He still left his mark. He still did his thing. He still did what he was supposed to do. He's still a legend. He's still an icon. And it's DMX for life. It's on you now.
Um, yeah, DMX is definitely one of those artists that was that transformed music and also gave you a different outlook on life. You know, being from the north, um, and now residing somewhat in the south, I can feel the grittiness of where he comes from because I come from that same thing. You know, the struggle, the concrete jungle that we're around, just and then being immersed into that concrete jungle and having everything surrounding you, but coming out tough. And regardless of his battles, his demons, he still was able to reach out to people and touch them in a way that made them feel special. Because now that we see, it's funny because after you die, you always have the stories of how great a person was, and it's never while they're here to understand and hear how they impacted our lives. You always give our testimony after, and just seeing how people from all walks of life, be it man or woman, young or old, black or white, even foreigners, having that same kind of trepidation when it comes to this man. It's incredible. And something that he did that showed his true character was he was gritty and raw, but he still took time out to thank God.
Right.
And you don't see that nowadays from anybody. You know, they get on and they say a little thank God this, but this man prayed before if you notice before songs come on, he's saying a prayer. Or if you dissect his lyrics, he's praying and asking forgiveness for things and asking God for his guidance and the man these struggles that he's going through. So as you get older and you can appreciate the lyrics a little better instead of just bopping to the beat. It just is an amazing. He was an amazing individual who, as you said, is on the lines of the Biggies, the Tupacs, those martyrs who left an indelible mark on not just music but life.
Right. So to me, him and Tupac is different, but to me he's an extension of Tupac. Like he's another part of Tupac. Like if Tupac would have lived longer, I think that's what you got to see a little part in DMX.
Now, and of course, the guys, they tease me all the time because I am so naive to so many people. But of course, DMX is a legend that even your grandparents know of. They may not know him as a person. Many stood in judgment of him because of his lifestyle. Many condemned him. But what I have dwelled into and observed for myself of him is DMX lived his true self. Right. And anytime you live your true self, regardless of what others see, God see that you are living what he made you to be. Now, just because it's not what you approve of, that doesn't mean that it's not right. He made each individual, and he didn't make us to be perfect. So every one of us have flaws out there. He lived up to his flaws. He accepted his flaws, but he never once forgot that he is a child of God. He is or was who he was, which is that who is greater that is, and we all are. And once we all come to accept who we are, flaws and all, you won't have to wonder about where you go. I guarantee you, X is up there where he need to be, regardless of what anybody thinks.
That's true. Definitely.
And as for that movie T, hey nephew, as for that movie T, yeah, I guarantee you, it's gonna be a movie because he's a true GOAT.
I hope so. I hope
Who do you
so.
even get?
No
Like,
hope in it. I
know it's
guarantee
early, but
it's gonna be
who
one.
would you like
I
to
have
see
no
play
doubt.
him?
Would you say, man?
I know it's early in the game, but who would you like to see him? Who do you think could actually hold?
Who could actually play DMX?
Yeah.
Eamon Joseph.
Okay.
Eamon actually ran a story, and he and X were friends, so he, this touched him. He's been around X. He know X, and I think he would pay homage to him the way it should be played. And if any of you know Eamon Joseph, if not, just Google Eamon Joseph. He's played in all of Zane movies. Eamon is he's played in a lot of movies, but just Google him. They even look alike. So I think that Eamon Joseph would be the perfect DMX.
I'm gonna say Mekhi Phifer.
Mm-hmm.
If not Mekhi Phifer, then might be tough.
I would say, I was thinking early on before you said Mekhi, I would say Lorenz Tate.
I was just about to say Lorenz Tate, but it's like we all know Lorenz Tate so much that I think it's gonna be hard for us to see Lorenz Tate as DMX.
Yeah. Lorenz Tate was the first person that came to mind, and then when you said Mekhi Phifer, I was like, okay, I could see Mekhi playing that.
Let us know in the comments who y'all think could play DMX. I wouldn't like Bokeem Woodbine, Sandra. I wouldn't like Bokeem Woodbine. I don't think he's a good enough actor to do it. He cool, but I don't think he's a good enough actor.
Oh, now my crazy ass turn on comments. I see y'all. Hello, damn it. That's me. I'm sorry.
Come on, Karen, catch up. Come on, Karen, catch up.
But those of you out there, Google Eamon Joseph. That's AMIN Joseph. He's a personal friend of mine. Like I said, because I know that he know him inside out, and look at him. I'm telling you, they could fix him up. He would be identical to X. And his story, if y'all can get to his Facebook story, if he has not taken it down, he's rapping. And when I tell you, if you close your eyes, you would think it's X himself.
All right, we're gonna check him out. But if not, yeah, it's probably gonna have to be somebody that we don't know.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna have to be an unknown that we don't know. That's just in his acting bag.
Yep, that's Eamon. Look, Eamon is very well known with the women. Trust me,
the women
is very well known with the women folk.
Is that Jerome off Snowfall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. We're gonna get into him later.
We're getting into Snowfall.
That is Uncle Jerome on Snowfall. I didn't even think about that, T. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if y'all got any more suggestions of people that y'all think could play.
Now y'all think that Uncle Jerome can pull that off?
I don't know. He's kind of too husky. He might be a little too husky.
He's not husky at all. He's not.
I don't know. I seen him on Snowfall the last couple episodes, Karen. He might be a little too husky to play DMX.
I guarantee he can nail it.
DMX was a little guy. He just had a big heart.
Yeah.
Eamon is not big. Eamon is a little guy. Eamon is not big at all. I've been on a movie with him. Eamon is not big at all. Okay. The camera make him look like that, but Eamon is not big at all.
I got a question. Let's stay on this DMX topic, and let me direct my comment first to you, Karen. Lunel, she jumped out the window a little early with her rest in peace comment before the man was even dead.
Who?
Lunel, the actress.
comedian.
Oh, okay.
And she's now getting a lot of public backlash from it. I actually went on her page and she was getting, they was in her comments coming at her. How you feel about that? If you haven't seen that, just to refresh your memory, is days before he passed, where he was on life support and there was thoughts of him not making it. She actually put a post up there saying, "Hey, rest in peace, my friend." And then all the media outlets started to post it, and then people started to post it, which then prompted his manager to get on and say, DMX is still alive. He's still under doctor's care. The family will make a decision tomorrow, but stop putting this narrative out there.
Right, but it's tough though, Nell, because a lot of fake stories was coming out. A lot of fake stories was coming out saying he was good. A lot of fake stories was coming out saying that he died already. So that that's a tough.
I think what she was doing, if she could know them personally, you know what I'm saying. But I think what she was looking at, T and Leon and we were talking just what was that Thursday night, T? We were talking.
Right, Thursday night.
Thursday night. And I said amongst the two of us, once I heard of his issues, my exact words to T and Leon were, by the time we do the Nite Wine Down, he'll be gone. Right. Now, the only difference is the public didn't hear me say that, but that was what I felt in my heart. I feel like that was her way of going on, starting her grief pattern. You know what I'm saying? Because she knew that he was going to make, anybody who knew that situation knew that he was not going to make it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think, maybe she knew him on a personal level.
Right. But even when things are not looking good, we still have to be mindful to not jump out the window and, say anything publicly. We have to, just let it play out. Like it's one thing, Karen, when we just talking, it's just us. Then another thing to post it, before it happens. Because I know if I'm in a coma and it's and I haven't died yet, I would hope nobody is, saying rest in peace to me already. Like, goddamn, like let me pass first.
Well, let me ask you this: what's to say that he was not dead at that time and they just wasn't letting the public know?
Well, do you
still gotta wait?
Then allow, then you allow the family to now announce that?
Right, you still gotta wait.
Because it's, that's like, again, me announcing your death before your son.
Right.
Your
now, I do agree with that. That's something I would never do, is put someone that is not an immediate member of my, I would not make it public. But I think in this regard, because he was such a public figure anyway, maybe that's why. And, Lunel, I call her Nell. She's another girl, another friend of mine. So I maybe that's why I'm kind of seeing things a different way than what everybody else see. Because I know another side of her, and I know she did not do it in a malicious way. Nell was just high as hell. I'm telling you now. She didn't mean nothing by that, and but I just know her. Like on a different way. I'm looking at it a different way.
Right, but we gotta let people, people is praying for miracles, and we gotta, we gotta let it play out. We gotta let it play out.
We do, and like I said, that's one of them things where Nell is like me. You don't have so much shit to happen to you. You don't want shit on your sleeve. So it's easy to forget. Everybody don't have that hard shell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that once her high went off and she let the high run down, that she felt sorry about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry that it happened like that. I didn't realize that's what happened. I'm sure she was not the only one that did it, was she?
All right. So in that vein, I want to talk about, another part of this that's pissing me off is that, I'm seeing people posting the Jay-Z and Beyonce shit, and a lot of people don't know that that they might be buying his masters for his kids now, but Jay-Z did a lot of hating on DMX and did a lot of blocking on DMX when he was running shit. So give him flowers for buying DMX's masters back now, and trying to give that to his kids when he halted a lot of DMX's progress because
See, I don't know the story behind it now.
DMX was in his heels.
What is the story on DMX and Aaliyah? See, people posted up.
They was in a movie together.
They were in a movie together, and that was almost like his little sister. It wasn't nothing sexual.
Oh, okay. See, I was confused as to whether or not, I wasn't sure. Okay.
And they were in a movie called Romeo Must Die with Jet Li.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So what is the thing with Jay-Z and Beyonce and him?
All right. So this is the back end story of that. When they were both making their big mark in music, they were like right here neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And DMX dropped 2 albums in 1 year, and he could have went past Jay-Z.
Right.
But Jay-Z is smart, and he makes calculated moves, and he pulled a lot of strings behind the scenes to get DMX's videos blocked and all kinds of shit like that. And and everybody sees
that kind of power back then.
Yeah. And everybody see where Jay-Z is now, and DMX wasn't held at that same light. Right. So now after it was been a while that they wasn't speaking. DMX was saying fuck Jay-Z, and I think they made peace before DMX died, but that doesn't erase the fact of what Jay-Z did in the progress. So now that DMX died, him and Beyonce is rumors saying that him and Beyonce is going to buy DMX's masters and make sure that his kids get that money.
Okay, well, I mean, in any business, you're gonna bump heads, right. And he probably did do that. And in light of that, he maybe his guilt is making him provide for the kids or whatever. I'm not sure what the case is, but I think it's a great gesture that they are making sure that his kids don't suffer. I don't know what DMX financial situation was. I don't know how lucrative he left it for them. So I think even though it doesn't erase what he did, it was wrong. But
right. But Cam, my whole thing with that is that Jay-Z could have done this before DMX died.
Yeah, but
he could have helped them out before DMX died.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way. I ain't fucking with Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm gonna put it that way. I ain't messing with the queen. I ain't messing with Queen.
What you got now before we move on?
As you see, I'm quiet on this one. And the reason why is we all knew about some of us knew about the back issues as far as the competition level and the pettiness and things like that. The one thing I will commend Jay-Z on is, if this is true and the reports of him doing this to provide these masters so his children can eat, all 17 of his kids can have financial stability now that their father is gone, is big. And I look at him as now being a father himself. And if something happens to him or his wife, how will his kids be left? And I just look at it as just him redeeming himself from his past. We do get an opportunity. We are afforded opportunity to mature and grow, and make amends for our mistakes. And if he's doing that, then I commend that, because no one else has stepped up to do that. Right. And those people who was in in DMX's corner, who called him friend and he called them friend, hasn't stepped up to do this, to do something like that.
True. But
someone who once was a competitor, heavy enemy, arch enemy, or whatever, to step up and do this is commendable. So
yeah,
it's crazy. It's a crazy situation, but I think the whole industry as a whole and all his people, his friends, people who've monetized off of him, should have collectively come together and did a much better job of putting their arms around him. The support system doesn't seem like it was that supportive. And maybe it was supportive because they knew of his voice and his power and what he brought to their lives, not knowing what their energy could have brought to his life to help him get over those demons. We don't know, but
okay.
You got a lot of people in the comments talking about who could play him.
Yeah, I wanted to address somebody. Shalimar Blow said, where is Malik Yoba? I do think he would look like him.
Malik want to be a girl now.
As far as like looking like him, he could pull it off, but otherwise, I'm not sure.
See, these are big people. Like Malik Yoba is not like a little guy. Like,
right now, he is bigger than DMX. Also, Zachary Lewis. I like what you said about you don't put a time limit on a good deed. I do like that. That's right. Regardless of what he did, you don't put a time limit on a good deed.
I guess.
What about the boy from Onyx?
Who? Fredro or Sticky?
Fredro.
Which one?
Fredro or Sticky? Both ball headed. They both kind of got that stature. They both.
I wouldn't be mad at either one of them.
Either one, right? Yeah.
Because they knew DMX. They was cool. They did songs with DMX. They was cool with DMX. I wouldn't be mad at. And
they got that New York swag,
right?
That you can't teach.
Yeah, I'm asking my nephew, Christopher. Would you come and introduce yourself? Sure. Y'all, this is my nephew. He was in what's the name of that guy's name? The video you was in.
Oh, Fujiano.
Okay, he is in the Fujiano video. He plays a cop on there the whole time. Christopher, let him see your face. Oh. I'm so proud of my nephew.
Hey, Christopher, hold on. You ain't the one that gave Trey Songz Fujiano girlfriend number, is you?
No. No. He found that through the shade room, so that's my